I ran into the closet. I slammed the door. I start running. If you are looking at the diagram, it would be on the left side of the seat. I began running that way with my initial intent to probably run out this door. I instead went for the gun. I grabbed the gun. Right about then, Travis was opening the door. I grabbed it. I ran out into the bathroom. He ran, I believe, straight toward the door as well. And can you show the bathroom area again? A little bit more. Yeah. At that point, I had run out of the bathroom, and I turned, and I just wanted him to stop, so I pointed the gun at him, hoping that that would just make him halt. And it didn't. Instead, he lunged at me right around the time that the gun went off, and I didn't mean for it to go off.
And when she pulled the trigger, she indicated to you that they were both in the closet, correct?
I believe so.
Well, would you like to listen to your statement to refresh your recollection?
Sure.
Okay.
She said that she pulled the trigger. Okay, so she pulls the trigger, all right. And where does she say Mr. Alexander is when she pulls the trigger? That they're both in the closet. They're both in the closet, all right.
According to you, when you spoke to the defendant, they were both in the closet when she pulled the trigger, correct?
Correct.
Do you remember stabbing Travis Alexander?
I have no memory of stabbing him.
You did have the knife in your hand, right?
Yes.
It was after the shooting, according to you, right?
Yes.
And you previously had seen that knife in the bedroom, right?
I don't recall. I think it was at one point, but I know it was definitely in the bathroom, but it may have gone to the bedroom. I'm not sure.
If you still felt threatened after having shot Mr. Alexander, why did you use a knife instead of just shooting again?
Well, I know that I dropped the gun when he hit me, and I don't know where the gun went, because when we fell, it was no longer in my hands, and I don't really remember picking up the knife. I just remember feeling threatened, and he was the immediate threat.
Part of that same conversation, there was a discussion involving the knife, correct?
Correct.
And the knife was used to cut the ropes after they engaged in this sexual encounter, correct?
I think before they engaged in a sexual encounter.
All right, well then let's take a look at your notes to see if this refreshes your recollection as to when the knife was used. So isn't it true that she told you that the knife was used to cut the ropes after he did oral sex on her, correct?
That he did. He used it to cut the rope, and they had sex while she was tied to the bed.
And that knife was left on the nightstand, right?
I'm not sure where it was.
Let me show you your notes. Take a look at Exhibit 618, read it, and see if that refreshes your recollection where the knife was left, per her account. Isn't it true that she told you that the knife was left on the nightstand?
Yes.